As soon as the polls opened this morning, they queued at voting stations all over Tehran. Iranians of all political persuasions and of all ages, determined to have their say in a poll that will have repercussions far beyond this country.
I love my country, and I would like to make a better country and better society, and I would like to help my government and President Rouhani to make his plans practical.
There was a real sense of anticipation as people voted, an atmosphere that Iran stood on the precipice of a decision that would show the world the direction it wants to head in. Less than a year ago, Iran was isolated by sanctions, condemned for its role in Syria, and under suspicion for its nuclear program. That has all changed. Whether hardline conservatives or reformists win these parliamentary elections will determine whether these changes are long-term. But it also depends on the decisions of this man, Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei. Only on rare occasions are foreign journalists allowed near him. The position of supreme leader is the final political voice in Iran relating to all policy, domestic and foreign. And what's critical about this election is that it will also select who succeeds Ayatollah Khamenei as Iran's next supreme leader. But for many Iranians, especially the young, there is a sense there can be little meaningful change within the Islamic Republic. Ayatollah Khamenei urged them not to give in to apathy and go out and vote.
If people don't show up at the polls, the legitimacy of the current government will be questioned. And that's why you see people in the government asking ordinary citizens to actually participate.
Little wonder that the Iranian authorities put together slickly produced adverts full of uplifting modern music, urging Iranians to overcome any doubts they may have about coming out to vote. Reformists and hardline campaigners have been passionate but restrained, despite their huge differences. However, there have been a few attempts to smear each other. This poster by hardliners mocking the Queen claims Britain has been conspiring to try to help reformists. Ayatollah Rafsanjani was a key figure in the Iranian revolution, and he remains a power broker. He could be voted to head the body that selects the next supreme leader, even though he is a reformist. I met him amidst his tight security. He told me the results of today's election could shape Iran for the next 8 years, and if reformists did not win, it could damage the country. Having feared that many Iranians wouldn't see any point in voting, the surge in turnout meant the poll had to be extended 4 times during the day. The landmark nuclear deal with world powers and the lifting of sanctions holds out the prospect that real change could be afoot in Iran. But that will depend on whether they vote for reform or the status quo. Raghi Omar, News at 10, Tehran.